When we allow credit facility, we must ensure that the creditability of that customer, and even if after inquiring about the status, financial standing of the customer, there are chances in today's market of non-payment of our bills. So what should the creditor do in such instances? He should write a collection letter. So today I will discuss about debt collection letter. So on the screen you can see what is debt. Debt is a payment which one has to make but has not been made. So it is an overdue payment. And what is a debt collection letter? A letter written to the debtor to bring the overdue payment. Now let's see, in earlier times, when a debtor received debt collection letter, he found it an insult of himself. It was not taken something as a good sign. But how is a debt collection letter seen as today? Let's see a live video.
Reminder, Gada Electronics, Ahmedabad, we have to inform you that our bill number 1836 of January 2012 for rupees 10,000 is still unpaid. Oh, yes. Hello, Gada Electronics. I am Mr. Bide from Bide Electronics, Shiveraval. Sir, thank you for reminding us for the unpaid bill. We had forgotten about it. Today we are sending you the check for the 10,000. Thank you again, sir. Thank you.
So we have seen in this video that the debtor really welcomes a collection letter. He feels that it is the duty of the creditor to remind, because he might be busy in business. So George Kelly rightly says a sale is not complete until the merchandise is paid for. Payment is very much important. What are the objectives of a debt collection letter? Mainly two objectives. First one is to remind the debtor that the bill is still outstanding, and second one is to bring the due payment and keep the relationship intact. Who writes a collection letter? Debt creditor, or the collection manager, or the credit officer, or the debt collection agency. And debt collection agencies are professional in their approach, and they are authorized by the government. Now what is the modern policy towards collection? The creditor should act like a surgeon and not like a butcher. He must be mild, and not so much mild that the debtor is not buzzed by his appeal. So creditor should never be rude and threatening. He must consider the debtor's pride and prestige. However, we should adopt the policy wait and watch. Collect the debt and keep the customer. And sense of humor is very much important. It is rightly said, a man without a smiling face should not open a shop. Laughter makes the check come faster. But there is no uniform policy for collecting the debtor, because it depends upon the character, the nature of the debtor, and the circumstances our debtor is placed in. And collection letter is not an individual letter. It is a series of letters. So starting from just a reminder and slowly increasing the pressure of legal action, the creditor should start. The first stage is reminder stage, because it is the duty of the creditors to remind about the payment to the debtors. Second stage is the appealing stage. Herein we should appeal as a creditor to the sense of fair play in business, because every businessman has a self pride. Third stage is the discussion stage. Here in this stage we should invite complaints from the debtors if they have any, and we should offer installments also. Some creditors also offer a discount, cash discount. If you send the payment by this date, you will get this much discount. And the final stage, which is not expected from a creditor, but that is warning stage or the legal manners, because we perform according to our fears. So let's now see, this is the theoretical part of collection letter. Now let's see how collection letter should be drafted. Here the balance of language and tone is very much important. Gada Electronics from Ahmedabad writes the first collection letter, and that should be very much friendly in nature and tone. He writes to Bide Electronics, Veraval. All the regular parts of the business letters you have already learnt, and Dr. Sheikh has already explained, so I should not repeat them. I am skipping those regular parts. This is the friendly reminder only. Here in the beginning paragraph, as a creditor, we should exactly pinpoint what is the bill number, what is the date, since how long the bill is overdue, and what is the amount of the debt. Because if the creditor fails to maintain preciseness in all these things, then it will lead to legal disputes. So, and on the screen you can see that the tone is really very mild and friendly. We assume as a creditor that the debtor have forgotten about the payment of the bill, overdue bill, because of business pressure. So it is our duty, and we are sure that they would pay the bill as soon as they receive this reminder.
And in some cases, sir, the first letter will fetch the money. If they remind the
It happens obviously in this age of competition and hectic busy schedule. The debtors forget that the bill is still overdue. So we have to just as a creditor remind them, and it is welcome. It brings the payment. So second collection letter should also be very friendly. And in this letter also, we should assume that the debtors haven't received the first reminder, and we should request the debtor that kindly make payment as soon as you receive this reminder. And as Dr. Sheikh recently said, these two friendly reminders can do the work. Third letter of collection appeals to the honesty. Now we should appeal to the credit and the prestige of the debtor in the business world. And you have noticed in friendly reminders we use the "it is our duty" or "we have to inform you." But when we are writing the third letter, we should change the language also. We regret to inform you. So we regret to inform you that our reminders dated this and that have been unresponded by you. It has created doubt in our mind. Now we should let our debtor know that we are creating doubt in our mind, and we are not to give this off to the winds. And you have always been very much valued customer, and in the end, to appeal the sense of honesty, we should say that you will not stake our relationship and your prestige in the world of business by not paying the bill, and we are sure you would. And remember, viewers, students, we should never lose hope in our debtor. So ending in all the reminders must be very much optimistic. We are sure you would make the payment. Even if this reminder fails to bring the payment, what should we do? We should invite complaint. And how complaint can be invited? Let's see. That it is our regular policy to invite complaints from our customers. If you have any complaint or dissatisfaction with our goods, please write to us. We would be happier to address your complaints. And if the debtor has really any problem, they would write to the creditor, and the creditor would address it, and the payment would be regular. Even this appeal fails, there is no complaint from the debtor and he doesn't respond, then what should the creditor do? He should offer installments. He should say that we assume that as a debtor or as a businessman, our customer, you might be temporarily financially hard pressed because of heavy business investment elsewhere. In that case, you may pay our bill in 4 equal monthly installments of rupees 2500 each. Here, students, the creditor should clearly mention by what time period the first installment should reach to the creditor. Otherwise, what will happen? The debtor will go on delaying the payment. So, the first installment should reach us by March 21st. 1 week period should be given. And we shall not claim any overdue interest. This will be welcomed by the debtor and he will be pleased to make the payment. And as in earlier reminders, we should end up writing this letter with an optimistic note. And even if this fails to bring the payment, what should we do? We should take the unpleasant steps, and that is the threat of legal action. We should write to our debtor that all our one-sided efforts have failed to bring the payment from you. You have neither spoken nor written a single word to us, and therefore we are now convinced that you do not intend to pay the bill. We still wish to avoid more serious steps, but our success depends upon your positive response. And we hope you will not compel us to take an unpleasant step against you. And even if this threat fails to bring the payment, then we should hand over this matter to the legal advisor. We should take legal actions against the debtor as per the laws, and then we should just inform the debtor that legal actions have been taken. And now you will hear from our legal advisor, Mr. XYZ, and you can see the effect of this legal threat. The debtor is scratching his head. So, what should we keep to make a collection letter very much effective? First thing, creditor should not act like a butcher. He should act like a surgeon. He must be very much careful and optimistic. Doors of negotiation should not be closed. One more thing which is very much important is we must be precise about the overdue period, the dates of reminders, etc. Tone of courtesy and faith must be maintained, and should follow the policy of wait and wait. Never humiliate your customer. In short, an effective debt collection letter must bring the payment and keep the customer. This is all today on debt collection letters. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.